Hello, all you beautiful souls. My name is Dee Sapphire and welcome. If you found this video, then I believe that it was meant for you. I invite you to choose the animal that you are most drawn to, and I will channel the messages that this animal has for you. This is a collective and timeless reading, so please take what speaks to you. If you chose animal number 1, which is the deer, then here are the messages that I received for you. There was an air sign that appeared on the spread. Maybe you're an air sign, maybe it's in your chart, or you may have been dealing with somebody that is an air sign. I sense that this person is very much in their head, or they've been in their head for a while. They're very authoritative, very confident, and I sense that there is a masculine energy linked with this air sign. Has nothing to do with gender, so just kind of know that we all have masculine and feminine energies within us. This sort of strong masculine energy may have been in a fight or flight mode. I sense that they can very much spiral, and there seems to be this imbalance, even though I am getting a Libra possibly, but it seems as if the scales are not balanced. They just keep tipping over from one side to the next. There have been some changes recently that maybe this air sign may have been trying to resist. It's as if they were looking the other way or trying to distract themselves with something else so that they don't have to deal with what is right in front of them. However, I sense that the situation has shifted somehow. It's as if someone threw the dice and now there's all these choices right in front of them, which was something that they were not expecting, but it was very much needed to be able to shift them to look at this situation from a different perspective. So I am sensing that this may have to do with a love situation, possibly with a spiritual counterpart, a soulmate. Maybe it's also somebody that I sense that for some of you, it may be a family member, someone that you care about deeply, and you've been there trying to help them out through a hard time, and it's as if they weren't able to hear you. They were just so much in their own heads and not realizing that what they're doing may have been hurting the people around them, but more than anything, they've been hurting themselves. So I see that someone walked away from a situation, and I'm also getting that someone is walking away from their bad habits or from an old thinking pattern that is not serving them anymore. What I heard as I was channeling this reading is it's already said and done, meaning that someone may have already separated themselves from the situation, from the person, from whatever it is that they are dealing with, and they are now being encouraged to walk in the dark and allow themselves to radiate within, be the beacon of their own life. And while being in the dark, even though it seems very scary, it's as if that's where they're going to gain the most clarity. This is where they're being asked to look at their own behaviors, look at the past, but not in a place where they're regretting what happened or being hard on themselves, but rather coming at it from a different perspective and asking themselves questions like, what did this teach me? What was the purpose of me going through this situation, and what has this taught me about myself? This is a period of self-reflection, of being honest with themselves, and it's going to take courage and bravery to be faced with our own shadows. They will be looking at the things that they fear the most and facing them head on, as difficult as it is, but they know that it is time to do that. I sense that they are already on the path of healing, that they have already taken steps towards looking at their own quote unquote red flags, and they know that they want to make a change. They know that they want to be better for the future. They want to be better for their counterpart, and they know that ultimately it's going to benefit them for the future. And so I also am getting that if this is a romantic situation, possibly maybe a twin flame, that there's still love between the both of you. And as you know, the twin flame love never dies. So I'm just getting that's very much coming out right now, that the love is still there. They are supporting you energetically if there's separation going on. And even though the love is there, you're being asked to not focus on that right now. To still be in the vibration of unconditional love, but to do your own work, because by doing that, you are also helping your counterpart heal as well. And so I am getting that you're being asked to take it day by day, practice gratitude, be grateful for this experience that you went through in your life. Because if it wasn't for this experience, then how would you have known what you needed to work on to be the best version of yourself? Maybe it's you that has been dealing with these particular shadows, or maybe it's someone that you have been dealing with for a while. But the good thing is that this is already moving forward. Things are going to start to clear up. They're going to get better. And there's this fire energy that is coming in, which is the inspiration that is needed to do the work. I'm sensing that you or the person that you're dealing with went through so much, maybe within the past 2 to 3 years, and the place that they're in right now is needed so that they can finally surrender and walk through this uncomfortable path of healing. And so this is the encouragement to not give up. No matter how challenging it feels like right now, no matter how annoying it is, I'm getting that someone's like annoyed, like, oh, I don't want to be in this situation, but here I am. So be patient with the process. Know that the hard stuff, meaning the chaos, the craziness, is now behind you, and you are moving towards a brighter path. You are exactly where you need to be. There's a quote that came to me that is very much related to this energy, which is, don't give up what you want most for what you want at that moment. Think of the bigger picture, focus on the life that you want, and practice those manifesting powers now. See yourself as that secure, beautiful, loving person that you know that you are. And whenever you feel as if you are losing hope, or you go back to those old thinking patterns, bring it back to that manifestation that you want, and continue, no matter what, to do the work day by day. I believe in you. You got this. If you chose animal number 2, which is the owl, then here are the messages that I channeled for you. There was a water sign that appeared on the spread, someone with a lot of feminine energy, and possibly a Scorpio. And I'm getting that I sense that this feminine energy may have been working to overcome a challenge. And even though they've been doing that for some time, it's as if nothing is sticking or working. And I'm getting that doing the same thing, expecting different results, that type of energy. It's like, when is this going to change? Will I ever get this situation to change? And I sense that this person is very sensitive. They may not show it, but they really are sensitive towards harsh energies or towards different types of conflicts, because I'm getting that someone may want to keep the peace. They don't want to have these issues. They just want to make it seem like everything is picture perfect. But because of the situation, now things are starting to pour out. It's like the water has now spilled. And even though they were trying really hard to overcome the situation, now they have to take a different approach to this. So I'm getting that this person may have been dealing with a lot of anxiety, a lot of stress, a lot of worry. And now that they are in this place in their life, they're starting to better understand their emotions. They are starting to even better understand the situation. And one thing that I'm getting with the spread is that there is a need to forgive a situation, a person, or themselves. They may have built up a lot of resentment. They may have built up a lot of armor. There's this defensive energy that they had, and that's kind of where like I'm getting even like a Cancer energy, just like they just want to like snap and then like go in hermit mode and snap and go in hermit mode. And now they're starting to open up, spread their wings, and be open to seeing the situation from a different place. And this is a very uncomfortable thing for them to do, because I'm getting that they tend to put things under the rug, or they might think that taking a pill and it's all going to go away and it's going to feel better. And now they're understanding that that's not going to work anymore. Now they have to face the situation, and they have to face themselves as well. I'm getting that they're being encouraged to look deep within. As uncomfortable as that is, I'm getting that by giving yourself that opportunity, there's going to be many blessings that come up, because you're making or taking the steps towards looking inward versus trying to reach outward. And I'm not saying to not reach out to professional help or friends or any of that sort, but it's more about don't reach for, let's say, the bottle to make all your sorrows go away. It's about going inward, and if need be, asking for assistance in how to go inward so that you may better understand your own emotions, your own perspective, and even shine light on the situation so that you may go back to this place of compassion, of love, of understanding. I'm also getting that this particular situation may have to do with career or finances. Maybe this is an energy that you've been dealing with at work. It's as if you have been holding on to so much, trying to keep it all together, trying to make it seem like everything is all good and dandy, when in reality, you're almost like dying inside. Like I'm just like getting this sort of energy like, oh my God, like I've just been, faking a smile. I'm just faking it to make it. But it's just causing so much more harm and anxiety and fear. And this is your nudge to move forward from this energy into a peaceful territory. And I am getting that this particular situation, it could also be related to love or something that's going on in your personal life. But I am getting that this particular situation is part of your soul growth. It's as if you chose to go through this lesson for a reason, and you know intuitively that you must face it head on, that you must learn to set boundaries, voice your opinion, and walk forward as the powerful divine being that you are. I'm also receiving that you may have felt hopeless for a while in regards to this situation. It's as if you weren't able to see the light at the end of the tunnel. You may have been focusing for a while on the things that are going wrong, even though intuitively you knew that this particular route isn't working, but you still kept trying, and you were just losing all hope of the future in regards to whatever you're dealing with. And so what came up with this is that you're being encouraged to not lose hope, that what you want is worth waiting for. It's just that right now you are in this sort of destined path where you have to face these things head on, and this is going to propel you towards the future that you want. And that future is going to be yours. You've been knowing that it's yours, but because of all the challenges that's been very uncomfortable for you to face, it's definitely giving you this sort of like question-like energy for a while, because you're like, oh my God, this has been going on for some time. How will this ever get better? The good news is things will be looking up for you. I'm sensing that you will be stepping into your most powerful, beautiful, confident self, and things that used to bother you, you'll be able to kind of brush off. Things that you felt like you weren't able to handle, you will be able to handle now, and you will have so much more control over the things that you may have felt powerless over, such as being able to set boundaries, being able to speak your truth, and be your most authentic self without having to fake it till you make it type of energy. So I am getting this beautiful energy for you. The future is looking bright, so don't give up on yourself. You are exactly where you need to be. Know that divine timing is perfect. So keep doing you, keep focusing on the things that make you happy, and know that everything is working out for your highest good. If you chose the cat, then here are the messages that I received for you. There is a fire or a water sign that appeared in the spread, and I sense that they have been dealing with this unbalanced energy. It's as if one person has been giving and they were not receiving the same in return. And so because of it, they were kind of stuck in this situation for a while, settling because of fear of what the outcome will be. And so this could be related to a romantic situation, possibly a situation at work or family or just another personal situation. But it's like it started out great and you had this excitement towards it, and now the energies have changed, and it's like the passion or something about it just kind of fizzled out a bit, and there's this fear to move forward and to kind of leave that behind because you don't want to be left alone, or you don't want to be left without money, or you don't want to be left in the dark and having to start over. There is this sort of new energy that's coming in. It's a new beginning. And this new beginning may definitely challenge you, because you may have thought that if you took this step towards this new beginning, that things were going to fall apart. You may have, done some self-sabotaging behavior if you took this step. But in reality, that wasn't the case. I'm getting that you have come to this place of surrender, that you have matured from the situation, and even though the energies weren't working in your favor at one point, now they're starting to work in your favor. Now you're walking this path, you're noticing how blue the sky is, and that is bringing up a new energy for you and a new season. So there is this new beginning here. You are here to enjoy life and enjoy what life has to offer, even in the simple things like going to get a cup of coffee or watching your favorite movie. You are in this place of understanding that you are worth it, that you are no longer going to settle for something that doesn't make you happy, and you are taking the steps towards becoming your best version. I'm sensing that you have matured from this situation. It's as if how you used to respond in the past when it comes to similar situations is completely different now, and there's a lot more self-control, there's a lot more confidence within yourself, and you are starting to be in that vibration of self-love again. I sense that you have come to an understanding that you have to fill your own cup first before being able to give to somebody else. I'm getting that it's safe to walk this new path, this new beginning. It's safe to surrender to the universe, because you know ultimately that the universe has your back. There is a divine path that's right in front of you, and I'm getting that you are starting to understand that you must take this new path to be able to flourish and have the future that you desire the most. Since this is a very surrender-like energy, it's very linked to the cat, where we can't force the cat to come to us. Rather, we have to allow the cat to come to us when the timing is right. And so divine timing is very linked to this energy, and I'm sensing that you are getting back in the flow. You're allowing life to flow versus having to control things to go your way, because I'm getting that you have now realized that control is an issue, or that control is an illusion, and it's less painful to allow the universe to take the lead. In the spirit of new beginnings, I'm getting that some of you will be attracting soulmates, a new situation, or a new financial path that will serve you better for this time of your life. When it comes to soulmates, it may not necessarily be romantic. However, for some of you, it may be, and they will serve a purpose for this season in your life. When it comes to twin flames, I'm getting that there is divine timing when it comes to this particular season of your life. So even though it wasn't working in the past, don't let that discourage you from what you know is the truth. There is a strong reunion energy with this reading, but it's as if you both have to walk these two separate paths before being able to actually come back as a whole balanced person. You both are working on your inner reunion and experiencing life and learning about yourselves. So before being able to actually reach that vibration that is already existing on the 5D plane, you first may have to walk this path of self-discovery and self-love. I sense that you may have already surrendered the connection because you know the truth. You know that reunion is inevitable and that you have absolutely nothing to worry about. So I'm getting that you have already been working on yourself, possibly going back to old hobbies that make you happy, or just going out and exploring life, doing you. I get this nostalgic feeling as if you're finally smelling the roses and maybe watching old films or listening to music that you used to listen to as a kid, and it's just sparking up so much childlike joy within you, which was something that I sense was missing within the connection. And that playful energy is much needed in this season of your life. And know that things will come full circle. There will be a rekindling, but first it's about working on you, on working on your own inner union, on balancing your masculine and your feminine, and continuing to go with the flow of life. Everything is working out in your favor, and all is well. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that this reading spoke to you, and if it resonated, please feel free to like and subscribe. Until next time, namaste.